Chronic stress is the number one killer in the world. It silently fuels the deadliest diseases we face today. Heart diseases, diabetes, stroke, cancers, infections, and even dementia. At the core of it all is chronically high stress. It drives inflammation, weakens our immune system, and it accelerates aging. Despite knowing how to lower chronic stress, we leave it untreated until it becomes deadly. So is all stress bad for you? No, quite the opposite. But we need to understand how and why so that you can distinguish between what is good stress and what is bad stress. And here's what I have learned. There is no pill that removes chronic stress. But there are proven, science-backed ways to lower stress and improve your health if you know how to use them. That's why my mission is clear. I want to help 1% of the world, over 80 million people, to reduce stress with research-backed practical tools. Because if your nights are restless and if your days feel overwhelming to you, or if you struggle to find the balance of your mind and your body and it's not really working together the way that they could and you would like to, this podcast is here to help you change that. I want to give you the science and the knowledge on all these concepts that I just talked about so that you can work with them for your health, for your energy, and in your life. This podcast is about you. It's about your stress levels, your energy, and your sleep, and your health in general. I have spent years studying how simple, science-backed tools like exercise, cold and heat exposure, how we can sleep better, our circadian rhythm, and stress regulation, all of these can change the way our body and mind work together to repair our cells in the body and keep you healthy. Now I want to give you those tools so you can feel better, perform better, and live your best life, and maybe even live longer. So when you are tuning in, think of it as your toolbox for living your best life. My role is simply to guide you, explain the science in plain language, and give you practical ways to use in your own life. A big and warm welcome to the Reset Lab Podcast. I am Susanna Søberg. I'm a scientist from Denmark. I have a PhD in metabolism, and I am the founder of Søberg Institute and Thermalist. I've dedicated my career to studying how the body keeps itself healthy with simple, science-backed tools for body and mind for stress regulation. These tools can repair your cells, reduce inflammation, and fight the root cause of the world's deadliest diseases. And now I'm bringing that knowledge directly to you. Some of you might know me from the Huberman Lab Podcast or from other international podcasts that you have listened to, where I have shared my research on cold and heat exposure, brown fat, weight loss, stress regulation, stress physiology in general. Or you might have read my book, Winter Swimming, which is the first science-backed book on cold and heat exposure. Or you might have found me online on social media. In each case, welcome to all of you. I'll break down the science in simple, practical ways, so you not only understand what's happening in your body, but also know exactly what you can do about it already tonight. In this podcast, we will explore how to use heat and cold exposure to boost your health, the truth about stress and weight gain, why so many people feel tired all the time, and how to fix it. And we will bust some of the biggest myths about hormones, metabolism, and women's physiology and recovery. These are just some of the topics that we will go over. I'll also share my own routines, my personal hacks, and surprising lessons from 23 years of studying the human metabolism throughout my life, both in the lab and in the hospital, seeing the real consequences of stress and poor lifestyle, and in my years as a researcher in metabolic health. Here is what we need you to do. The only way that we know if you like the podcast is if you subscribe. It's totally free, and it tells us that we are on the right track, and it motivates us to keep the podcast rolling. So if you're ready to sleep better, lower your stress, build resilience in your life, and discover the power of your own biology, hit that subscribe button right now on YouTube or on your favorite podcast app. It's very important. You can also comment or like and share this episode with someone you think might need it, or someone you just want to inspire with all these tools that I share. Together, we will learn, share, and apply the science-backed tools for a healthier, better, and a longer life. I am Dr. Susanna Søberg, and I cannot wait to start this journey with you.